All right, everybody, here we go. Welcome into Freedom Files, episode 12. All right. 1-2. We got a good day going on today. We got our guest, Peter, that owns Two Win Auto out in Escalon. He started out. We're going to get into his story in just a moment here. Of course, we got my main man, Jimmy, over there as well. He's going to do some 1911 tips later on. Right now, before we get started with a little bit more formal introductions, I want to go into the show and tell gun of today's episode, which is going to be based on the 2011. These are the most popular pistols of our current time, all right? I'm going to let Jimmy talk a little bit about this too, because he can get more in depth, probably a little faster than I can, and use some technical terminology. This is
basically... Is that the new one, or is that the new one that they
No, this one is the Staccato, which I would say that Staccato,
what, the
or STI, which is Staccato, right?
Yeah.
I would say that they're the ones that kind of introduced this series, right? The 2011 series?
Yeah, STI.
STI was the one, and now it's Staccato. And Staccato is probably the big boy on the block as far as law enforcement military goes. And what they are, Jim, if you could talk, they're still a single action pistol.
They're still a 1911.
They're 1911.
Yeah, but they're more modernized. Usually they have 3 sections: the slide, main part of the frame, then the grip. So it comes in 3 different pieces kind of thing. A lot of times the grip portion is either polymer or aluminum. The frame section is either stainless or carbon steel, along with the slide, either stainless or carbon. So it still functions as a 1911, except it's bigger mags for more capacity, because it was invented for competition, and then they transferred over into law enforcement also. So it was made as a high-speed 1911.
Yeah, and that's how I would describe it. This is like a zippy wow, high-speed, crazy 1911. It's really cool. I own one because our current sheriff was nice enough to get the guys that are part of his department a decent discount, and I happen to own a gun store, so why not transfer one over to myself? But yeah, we got to put on our name and get a cool saying on this by Staccato, and a bunch of guys from our department bought it. There is a ton of departments that are across the nation that are purchasing these firearms. They're really fun to shoot, man. They're really awesome. And because of that and the popularity that's gaining, there's a lot of other places that are making variants like them. Like SIG right now makes a 2011.
Still not open.
Yeah, I know. You also have OA that makes... OA Defense, and they're making one called the 2311, which I just got. These guys are pretty new. They're out of Nevada. You see the carbon on it. I haven't cleaned it yet, man. Last weekend, me and some of the boys put a bunch of rounds through this compared to the Staccato. They're both awesome. I love the way that this one feels. They have a few differences to them. I think most 2011s manufacturers are going to put their own flair on them. In our great state of California, you got to be LE to buy these, unless you're getting the 2 California compliant Staccato versions that just hit the list.
Yeah, new.
Yeah, they're a pain in the butt to get because there's huge desire for these things right now. I wouldn't doubt if SIG, with their 2011 and the ability to mass produce, gets a California model.
Well, how about this? California, just get rid of the roster.
Yeah, I would appreciate that.
Makes it easier, right?
Yeah, that would be more sense than any of this other stuff. But
there's nothing we do that makes sense, though.
No kidding. So anyway, these things are great. I love them. They shoot really well. They just feel great in your hand, and they are the newest, latest, and greatest cool guy gun that there is out there. So that's why I wanted to bring up these 2011s and the different variants. All right.
Usually the trigger pull is a lot lighter than your standard 1911 because came from the competition
better.
world.
The competition world, absolutely. You don't have hardly any travel. Like as soon as you get a reset, you're off and running again with the next round. Yeah. They're extremely balanced. As far as reset goes and target acquisition, I mean, you can speed shoot like these suckers, and if you get good with them, most of them already have cuts to put your dot sight on. I'm old-fashioned, so I still use iron sights. I still have not yet gotten used to the dot sights, but you have the option with most of these variants. They're really good guns. They're really good. If you have an opportunity to get one, I highly recommend it. Okay, let's get into our guest. Today, we have Peter that owns Two Win. He's got an incredible story. I'm going to hand it over to him in a moment, let him give some more insight on his story, but after years of adventures and challenges to legally gain citizenship to the United States, he found an opportunity and success in the automotive industry. He does have a partner that he works with. Partner couldn't be here today, but that's okay. Peter can get into his success story. They took the chance and they co-founded Two Win Auto. And over the years, Peter and Kareem have gained experience and knowledge while providing rock-solid products and customer service, enabling Two Win Auto to expand and thrive. Well, that's my little thing that I wrote up. Now I want to let you take the mic and talk a little bit about yourself.
Thank you, Fred. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate you for having us here, inviting us. And
Absolutely.
You've been such a great friend for a long time. As a matter of fact, when we started in Riverbank, right, you guessed it, you and Jennifer just had started.
Yeah.
And since then,
26 years.
26 years.
You and
yeah.
Jennifer what?
Jennifer and I just got together, man. And we
Oh,
went,
that was then.
Yeah, I was
car
there.
with
Yeah,
them,
it
yeah.
was great. Yeah. So anyway, long story short, I came to the country in '96, escaping Iran in '86. And when we escaped, we wanted to come straight to the U.S., but obviously we couldn't come at the time. It was bad times. And I had to go to Germany, Greece for 4 years, then Germany 6 years, then finally '96, end of '96 we came here. And I met my partner Kareem in ESL class because we couldn't speak English.
Yeah.
So yeah, we became friends, and we've been, every job since high school we've had together until Two Win Auto Sales, and we started in 2007. It wasn't easy. It was a lot of hard work, a lot of, I had to have second job. Kareem had to do the same thing, but yeah, it's been a rough.
How old were you when you came over?
I was 14.
Oh wow, right on.
I was 14, yeah.
So you still remember a little bit from your
Oh, yeah.
whole country and.
I remember I was 6 years old when we left, and we had to go through Turkey illegally, and then go to Greece. We ended up getting stuck there because at the time, U.S. wasn't letting a lot of people in because
Right.
it was rough times. It was war with Iraq and all that. So they said when you go to Greece, it'll be easier to come to the U.S. So my dad had to start over, work, learn the language, do the whole thing. I went to school there, spoke fluent Greek. And then they're like, no, then you can go to Germany. From Germany, you can
Go to the U.S.
go to the U.S.
You know,
Right on.
all the years I've known you, bro, this is the first time I've
First
known
time you
that
heard it?
Yeah, that you spoke Greek. I didn't know that.
I
I knew that you spoke 3 languages, but I didn't know that Greek.
Greece was one of them. or
Greece was one of them.
That's very cool, man.
And that was a good experience. It was in the 80s. Athens was thriving. It was good
Oh,
times.
yeah.
Have you been back there
Oh,
since?
yeah. I
that's
went this
incredible.
year. I just went to Athens and Mykonos. The year before, we went last year again.
Do you know Tom Theophanopoulos that owns Oakdale MMA? Because he's actually from Greece.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
he
is?
goes
Yeah,
all
man.
the
Was he on
time.
the podcast?
He
too?
was on the
Oh,
podcast.
yeah.
Dude, he goes all
He
the
goes
time.
all the time.
Yeah.
And then, eventually he says he's gonna take Fred and I there.
I know,
Shows
I
the
wanna
hot
go with him
gates
so
and
bad,
stuff.
man. Yeah.
I'm excited.
Oh, it's a beautiful people, friendly, and food is amazing. So,
Oh yeah, Mediterranean food.
it's great, man.
Fish.
Yeah.
God.
You should definitely go.
Yeah, I definitely want to, man. It's on a list. Next year in 26, me and my buddy are going to try and go to Giza. So I have to go get my passport for that because I want to see the pyramids because I watch Ancient Aliens and all that stuff, and I want to go see those things for myself and crawl around in them. But Greece is definitely for sure the history of Greece.
Oh,
and
God,
when I
yeah.
talk to you now, hearing about it, when I talk to Tom, every time I talk to Tom about it, man, I'm like, okay, I want to go there tomorrow.
He has a lot of cool
ready to
stuff from him too.
go.
He has one of the shields still. All that the I can't remember what the spear was called. I can't remember
Oh,
what
yeah.
they called it, but it's one of the big ones that they use.
Yeah, that's
You know,
really
that
cool,
the
man.
Spartans used. Yeah, really cool. Really
I know
cool
what you're talking
history.
about. Yeah, it is.
When
Great
I
history.
when I hear your story, Pete, man, I tell you, like we get in this conversation all the time about the different volatility around the country and the different controversies around the country, and there's a lot of people, man, that are, I think their direction as far as the empathy or sympathy goes for certain people, but they don't understand, like, you went through some real challenges, man. You know what I mean? And it wasn't just like, oh, well, this is a week or two. It's years and years,
Yeah.
bro. To go through that to get to where
But you did
are.
it the right way. I mean,
Yeah.
We had to do it that way, yeah. And the only thing my dad wanted for us was to be free, to be not to
Exactly.
be haunted by, and we've seen. I don't remember much, but I was only 6 years
Never
old.
been
but there's-
back?
No, I can't go back. No, my dad can't go back either. It's we had to escape. So, well, my dad served the army there. He had to serve.
okay.
You have to serve. So my uncle, my dad's brother, they didn't want him to serve the army because it was first thing they would do is send out the Christians into the battle. And then they would send, okay, so that's how it was. So my grandma was like, no, we cannot have your brother go. So he escaped with my dad's identity, passport and everything. So then my dad was left with nothing.
Yeah.
'Cause he, so we had to go the
Other way.
long route. Yeah, the long route.
Well, you got
And
that,
you don't
though.
hear a lot about that.
No, you don't.
Right now, and look, everybody's got the right to protest about whatever they want, but right now I think the hot zones that people are talking about is like Palestine. But people don't realize that there's a lot of genocide, actual genocide going on in like North Africa with these Christian churches, man.
Yeah.
And you just don't really hear a lot
There was
about
that big
reporting, man.
Trump talked about it earlier in front of the South Africa president. What was it? Can't remember what they're called.
There were, I know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
where it
There
had
were-
those mass crosses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that was, yeah, man. There's that too.
A few months
I
back.
know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah, I
not
can't
that
remember
long
what
ago.
the-
There's so much stuff
their
happening. It's so hard to keep
name
up
was
with
called, like
everything,
Yeah, but like you said, that was the reason we escaped to come here to this country and to be free, to be
Right.
whatever you want to be, right? And like you said, I lived in Germany, I lived in Europe, and Germany I think is one of the more high-tech places, and they're advanced just like U.S. And I love Germany too. I love Greece, but there's nothing like U.S. Once you see this, you don't want to do anywhere else. Like I've been vacation for a month, and I'm like, I need to come back.
Can't wait, but yeah.
Come back, and that's the beauty of.
And a lot of people take it for granted. Too.
Yes, just leave. You tell them if they want to go on a vacation.
No, I don't. Yeah, yeah.
Go
yeah.
see
Yeah,
the other
go on a
place and then
vacation,
come back.
see it, and then come back to the good stuff. I know. I'm so thankful to be where I'm at too.
Yeah.
Hey, let's talk real fast about the first dealership that you got. Was that like when you and Kareem obtained the Oakdale one, and you still own it? Do you still own that?
No, we don't.
Oh, okay.
We're leasing it.
Okay, you're leasing it
Yeah.
out. Okay. So that was the first one that you got, right?
No, we started on 9th Street. We started on 9th Street. We started with 3 cars. We were there only for 2 months because at the time everything was busy, so property wasn't available. So we were there literally for like 3 months, I think, and then the Riverbank location got opened by Ron's Transmission.
Yeah. That's right.
You guys bought a bunch of cars from there.
Dude, I want to say that Jennifer and I are probably on our like 12th or 13th car with you.
Yeah.
Probably,
a lot
I
of
think
cars.
15, because you have family members that came.
Well,
cousins
you
and-
count the family members, bro. You got to be like
That's-
close to the 30s, dude. Because we've had Jessica, we've had
Mercedes.
Garrett, we've had Philip,
yeah.
we've had everybody that's come in, and then friends too, and associates and everything. We always recommend you, man. But
I appreciate it. You guys
Jennifer,
been-
every
Well,
time
you recommended us for getting Hayden a car too.
That's right.
Oh,
Yeah, Jennifer's so happy with her her Mercedes. We just took it down to see Priscilla last weekend. Man, that thing runs like a top.
Oh, yeah, I didn't know you
really?
took the
Good.
Mercedes.
It's the best mileage, bro.
Good.
So 320 miles ish down Southern California. Didn't have to stop once.
Smooth cruising.
Smooth cruising, bro.
Right on.
It's so comfortable. Yeah, it's a great rig. It really is, man. And I love my F1. I mean, you know me, I like the cookie cutter trucks. I've gotten a couple cool ones that are, with the lifts and stuff on them. But nowadays, I'm just like, dude, just give me stock. That's all I want. Give
Yeah.
me that stock because the tires last longer.
That's
Everything's
true.
better, But yeah, I'm happy with my Ford. I'll probably wait until next year, maybe even 27 before I come in and trade it in and get
Another one?
Yeah.
I love it. Appreciate it. But yeah, then after Riverbank, Oakdale got opened up, and we took that one, and it was beautiful. I mean, love the location.
Yeah,
Love
it's a
the,
good
and I was
location, yeah.
really, really sad. I was crying almost, like leaving Oakdale because of that. But we technically didn't leave. I know our location changed, but we still use all the vendors here: Steve's, Oakdale, Hadeland, Smog, Parts. I mean, we still like here pretty
Oh,
much
yeah,
every
for
single
sure.
day. And Oakdale has been great to us. It's always been like, let's invest first here, and we try to just pay back that way and just stay in town. And
Tell us about the service, man, because you took over the Escalon Ford dealership, and I think with the Oakdale location that you had, you may have been limited as far as service goes, as far as floor space goes, as far as sales reps goes, but now you've got quite a bit, man.
it's a full-blown dealership, man. I mean, we do everything what Hadeland Ford does, like service, everything. We just got certified, I shouldn't say, not yet, but we just got certified. We do warranty work, and pretty soon we're going to need a little bit more help as far as mechanics go, and master mechanic, and then we can do outside work. And but yeah, it's a lot of work, man. But I'm not by myself. I have partners. Kareem has been with me since the beginning.
Since the beginning, yeah.
Then Randy came in. It's his nephew, and then George. So I have partners. I'm not by myself. I couldn't do by myself. That's a lot of
How about maintenance, man? Are you doing a lot of maintenance these days?
Yeah, we do. Maintenance is where the money is at.
Yeah.
I mean, if you go to any of these dealerships, Toyota, you see the Toyota service department, it's packed.
It is, man.
You know,
yeah.
and that's a Toyota. So yeah, services, we're getting into it. Hopefully next year we'll be up and running full for everybody. And yeah, so it's exciting. We're getting there. We're doing more things.
As we've like kind of progressed through this COVID thing, whatever you want to call, and I would just say time period, man, where adjustments are made every day. But I got a lot of people in different businesses that I talk with on a regular basis that educate me all the time. And one thing that people say when they always come in the shop is just like this general, greeting, like, hey, how you doing? How's business, right? Well, I ask all my boys too, like, how's business, like, or whoever I know that's in business, how is it? So I asked the mechanics, and shout out to Tommy Parlay, boom, DNS Auto. I talk to him all the time. And one thing that my mechanics have told me that after this just mad money of like 20 and 21, the service industry's picked up. So it doesn't matter how much you quote a customer, it doesn't matter what. The customer has started to take their car in for service because of this inflation from these new vehicles. And what I mean by that is like, you get a truck from a Ford dealership, whereas you're used to paying $42,000 and it's 30 grand more now for the same truck in just like 3 years. So people are looking at that and they're looking at the interest rates and they're saying, I'm gonna go get the old girl fixed before I dare.
Absolutely.
So are you seeing a lot of that too?
Oh yeah, a lot of that. During COVID time, you mentioned COVID, it was the opposite. People were getting money, so they were going out and splurging. So for that first, not year, 7-8 months, it was the best business we had. And actually, it was across the board. I think you were busy too, weren't you?
Dude,
Yeah.
COVID was so crazy for me, bro. It was like trying to drink from a fire hose, though.
Yeah.
Because literally, I didn't just look at it like, oh man, I'm making like an incredible amount of money this day for the products that I can sell. I also looked at it like, how much money am I losing because I can't get these customers product?
Right.
Like I literally, people were coming in just trying to throw money at you, and you don't have the product. A lot of other dealers, which I kind of look back and I think maybe I should have done this, they were kind of retaining that customer by saying, look, give me a percentage deposit. I can't tell you how long it's going to take me to get, but I will get it for you. And that would at least retain that customer. And I wasn't doing that. I thought, I don't want to take your money unless I can get you the product, Yeah. But 8 times out of 10, honestly, 80% of the time during COVID, I could not get that product.
That was the problem.
So that was the problem for me,
Now you have holding all these people's money, and then you're like, oh, you got to reach them out.
Yeah.
And then what happened? Then it was busy, and then it just pretty much shut down again because there was no inventory.
Right.
So then after that, it was like literally 4 years of just worst business ever, just dead.
Yeah, the summer of 2024. This summer wasn't as bad as 24, but 24 was the. I hate to use the word worst, man, when I'm always trying to be optimistic and positive, but
Numbers don't lie.
Numbers don't lie, brother. It was the slowest summer I've ever had, bro. So, and you know what? I talked to a lot of people, but the maintenance guys that were doing the car maintenance, they weren't really saying that. They were saying, bro, I still am turning work away,
Yeah.
And that's just because what are you going to do? You get the car or the truck that breaks down and it may need a $3,000 or a $5,000 repair, and it's time to get rid of it. But then you go to the lot and the only thing that they have is some $60,000 or $80,000 thing that's going to get you a $1,400 a month payment. Yeah. You end up spending that $3,000 to $5,000 just to keep her around for a while.
Right.
Or
when you were going to the dealership, you were buying a car that was really worth 10 grand, but it was selling for 18. So it's like,
yeah.
So the money, it wasn't even making sense. So you're right.
Trade-ins, dude. You were given fat trade-in amount of money,
yes,
man.
We were buying.
Yeah, you were buying them for way more.
Yes.
I mean, you were buying. I remember that. I sent a couple people your way, and they were so ecstatic because they're like, dude, he gave me over Blue Book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, they had bought the car, for example, 4 years ago, and they put 50, 60,000 miles on them, right? They bought it for 10, for example, and they would come in and it's worth 15. After all these miles, all these things, I'm like, what the hell? It just didn't make sense, but I had to get it or else I didn't have no inventory.
You're not going to have anything. And that was just the competition of the day, man.
It was rough. It was wild.
It really was. My greatest business was during our And I don't want anybody to think I voted for him or whatever, but our greatest salesman of all was Mr. Barack Hussein Obama, and I kind of got in during his era in 2008. And everyone's like, oh, it's going to take you 5 years to profit off business. I get into the store and I'm like, what are they talking about? This is
busy.
I'm doing good. I'm busy. What's up? But that's because I think we had a 8-year run of.
We're going to take your rifles.
Yeah, you had that, especially after 2012, man. Especially after the Sandy Hook, you had that, and that was pretty wild. But that was a time where there was only a couple select items that were really, really difficult to get. The infamous AR-15 was one of them, maybe 22 long rifle, 223 9mm or something. COVID, on the other hand, was everything. I mean, Jennifer and I came in here and we were like freaking out because there was 30 plus people in this store trying to buy anything that we had. It's a small store, so they're shoulder to shoulder, and they did. It only took us 2 weeks to ditch like all of our inventory that took us so long, and then we could not replace it. That was the hard part,
Yeah. It was wild times, man.
And that was like the car lots too. You drive by the car lots and they're empty.
Empty.
And nothing's on them.
Nothing on there.
And that wasn't that long ago, dude.
No.
You think about it, that was not that long ago. That happened 5 years, 4 years.
So during Obama time was busy for us. No, for us it was the opposite. Obama was one of the worst ones we've had.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why so? I mean, how so?
Well, what happened was they did the cash for clunker. I don't know if you remember that. So you would take your car in if it's worth whatever they would just get rid of it. It's a clean car, and I used to work at Modesta Toyota at the time. Car would come in, it's like, it's a beautiful car, there's nothing wrong with it. We're like, okay, trade it in, and you get so much towards a brand new car. And that was what's happened. So they were taking all these cars, just literally junking them, like put liquid in there and then just trashing. You couldn't even take nothing out of them, like not even use it for parts, nothing. And so that took a lot of cars off the market, but yes, people bought a lot of new cars, right? They had incentives. And so there was a shortage of cars. And when we got into business in 2007, we went through the worst time we got in, because then, the market went sideways, the whole thing. So, and there was no cars. So we were selling cars like V8 cars that were selling 10,000 back a book. If it's worth 20, we're selling for 10. We're like, well, we can't buy the regular cars, so let's buy these V8 that nobody wants.
Yeah.
And sell them for like make $300 profit.
Dude, that's
$500 profit.
It's crazy to talk about it and remember that's right. And nobody everybody wants those cars now, man.
Yeah.
Everybody does. And now there's like incentives in the automotive industry for EVs. EVs, especially in California, man, have like taken over. I wanted to ask you about that too, man. I wanted to talk about EVs.
I was curious about that too.
EVs, yeah.
I mean, what's your opinion on EVs?
Hey, that's the future, man. That's where it's going. That's it's going that way, whether we like it or not. It is going that way. I personally like hybrids because you get the best of the two worlds. Yeah, because and you get similar gas mileage almost.
I'm just gonna miss that sound of a muscle car gas engine.
Zyla bought a really good hybrid off you guys. Freddie's girl. She bought that Ford
Fusion hybrid.
Yeah, the Fusion hybrid, dude. They take long trips together with that, and they still come back with a majority full tank, man.
Yeah,
I mean, it's a really solid car. Yeah.
I'm a believer in hybrid, but I mean, electric that's where it's going, and that technology is getting way better, and I mean, you can't beat it. You have the whole thing is a computer.
Well, what about so I have, we were talking earlier before we got up here, about Dave's new ride. Chris was saying that he has the same car and everything else. So obviously people know the Teslas. Yeah. So that's when I think of EVs, I think of Tesla. But everybody's making an EV. Right. I mean, obviously the Tesla is kind of setting the standard for that. But are you, in your world, are you experienced the other brands? And do you think that there's other brands of EVs
that are better?
Well, that are better or even up to the playing field,
Yeah, I mean, they're all of them. I mean, Tesla's the leading, period. Tesla's the one. And then you have GM is making him, Ford is making him.
They had that Mustang.
The Mustang, yeah. And they do great with it. They're selling, and then the reason why they're selling, they have great incentives. I'm talking about the incentives. Same thing what Obama did at the time. Right now, it's the same thing. Well, they've had them for a while where they're giving you like 80% of, that was on tractors. If you bought a brand new tractor, $2 million. If you go to that program, they'll give you 80% of that.
I wish Dave was still here.
So I think a lot of them offer charging stations with them too, which are thousands and thousands of dollars by themselves.
And I think Tesla has it right now too. I mean, most of these they have incentives like 10,000 off, 12,000 off.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
they still have that program. So, and
So
but
Dave went full Tesla. He's got Tesla solar powered on his house.
Well, I'm waiting for him to get the Cybertruck.
Hey man,
next.
I just
That's
talked
next.
to a guy that comes in here, a good dude that drove one to Florida and back, the Cybertruck thing.
Well, we know it's built tough.
And yeah, we know it's built tough. Exactly, I know
Yeah.
it survived that
Just saying.
explosion or whatever. What was the thing that it did, dude? That
He
drove
tried
it?
to detonate it in front of that hotel, and it just contained the explosion.
Contained the explosion.
And
Yeah,
he killed
that's
himself,
right.
nothing
That's right.
else.
that's nuts, man.
But
Or,
yeah, he
unalived
says nothing but good
himself,
things,
sorry.
man. Like he literally, I was talking to him about his trip because it was recent, a couple months back, and he did it himself. And he said I would program in 16-hour driving days so I could get to Florida and back, or Florida in 3 days and then back in 3 days. And the truck drove itself. And then it took me to, like I just programmed in the gas place where I wanted. It would take me in, back up. I'd plug it in, go get a sandwich, go to the bathroom, wash up, get back in there. 20 minutes later, I'm on the road again. And that truck drove the whole time. He picked up, because he had a family member.
With the Cybertruck?
Dude, with the Cybertruck. So that Cybertruck, he picked up a safe. And
I
a
heard
family
it,
member
yeah,
that
I heard
passed.
it has big storage.
Yeah, bro, he
It
said
doesn't
it-
look like it, but it's a lot of room, I guess.
Dude, he said that on the way back, he had close to 3,000 pounds in load.
Wow.
Or like, he was like 20.
It's kind of like
that's a lot.
Doctor Who's phone
That's a
booth.
lot for
You know,
a
it's
truck,
small on the
man.
outside, but
Yeah.
on the inside, it's a whole
massive,
house
man.
kind of thing. Yeah.
It's
And
a
he
massive
said it, and he
truck.
said it drove just fine. He said the thing
I
drove
heard they're
like it
quick
drove
too.
there.
They're
they're so fast.
Yeah,
They're fast.
like
Yeah.
well, even Dave's Tesla. Has he opened it up?
No, but Juan did. Juan, this was a while ago too when Juan first got his. It was probably last year. He came by and he's like, "You want to go for a ride?" I'm like, "All right, let's go." And he ripped it up the street and back. And dude, yeah, I
What
was
is it?
like,
It has like super. What's it called?
it's 0 to 60 in less than
insane.
3 seconds.
There's a button.
Dude, that's
it's
like
called like
Porsche.
ridiculous
Yeah.
speed or ludicrous or something like that.
You're thinking
Huh?
Spaceballs, bro. Yeah,
Ludicrous. Yeah,
Ludicrous,
so,
yeah.
yeah.
That's the
There's a
name.
button that's called
That's
ludicrous.
funny.
Oh, is it really?
Kinda-
Actually,
yeah.
that's
Yeah.
freaking awesome, dude.
that is awesome.
But yeah, that's the only time it was right up here. He basically just like busted it up to 70 and then stopped or whatever. And
They're quick. They spin
it's
up
real
quick.
fast, man. I mean, you're in the
They
back
just
of that
don't
seat.
have that damn sound.
I haven't
those
sat in
sound-
one yet.
Oh, kinda,
Oh,
you
that
know,
sound. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
you want
I
that.
thought
You
were
want
talking about
that.
the speaker.
But
Oh,
they're
yeah, yeah.
they're
No, they
like
have
like
good
like
speakers.
hands
I know.
down, bro. Even the cars that have those that are putting all of the effort and the technology into a combustion engine, they're still unable to on that 0 to 60.
They've showed
they just can't
drag
do it.
races. It was a supercharged Mustang versus an E-car, and it was sad. It was
Yeah,
sad.
it was sad.
sad
That
because
is.
that E-car smoked it, and it was like, oh man, I
do
still
you-
like the sound.
What do you think? So, regardless of what happens on a federal level or state level, because right now I think there's a lot of state incentives that might be challenged, by the feds or whatever. Do you think that EVs are going to level out, or are they just going to continue to creep up and gobble up the combustion?
I think they're going to keep creeping up.
Really?
It's taken a step back. It's taken a step back, but I think so because that's what they're pushing. I mean, if you're looking at the whole picture, that's what I believe. I don't know. I'm not conspiracy, but like if they want to shut the car off and they don't want you to drive, they can just turn it off. Or if they're like, if you're sitting in the car, like, you know what?
Wait,
have this
what?
guy straight
Yeah,
to
yeah,
the-
bro. Listen to this. Check it out. Yeah,
Yeah, if
go
they
ahead
wanna-
and tell him that because,
Right?
I'm with him on this. And I thought when we first started this that he was going somewhere else, but this is the fear that I have as well.
Yeah.
Go ahead, tell him what.
That's the fear. I mean, already they're going towards like, oh, you can't have cash anymore. Everything is card. Everything is right. So they want to go digital. Everything digital. So at the end of the day, I mean, that's what I believe. That's what I see it's going. Or else, why would they push so much towards something that they're saying is greener, but technically
It's
not
not.
really.
Yeah,
the
it's
not.
batteries
Yeah.
have to do something.
Yeah.
with them,
Right. Yeah, they're.
Now, what about
apparently-
turning off though? What were you?
So,
So-
check this out, dude. If you're in a newer Tesla vehicle that's all electronic and it's all digitized and it's remote, so in other words, like satellites and stuff control it and get it to drive it wherever, they, being a government entity, can say, oh, you know what? Peter's on the I-5 right now doing 57 and he's all relaxed, but we're trying to get him, so we're going to drive him over to this location. Or we're going to turn his vehicle off and inhibit him from having a performing automobile.
Well, if they're able to do that, that means it's able to be hacked. So some
Oh, yeah.
nefarious person could take your shit.
100%.
But I think
That's
they're
scary.
already able to do that, man.
That's scary.
They do.
Program you to drive you off a bridge. Lock the doors, don't let it open, and drive you out, like
Well,
those horror cars.
You saw the movie.
That's scary, dude.
It's
Tom
scary.
Tom Cruise.
I've seen
man,
Christine.
Yeah, Christine was great, dude. You saw the one with Tom Cruise, The War of the Worlds or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
So he fixes the solenoid, and he's the only one. They do like some, magnetic bomb
Yeah.
or something, and he's the only one that's got a working vehicle with all those people. But imagine this: it's not a magnetic bomb or whatever.
EMP.
An EMP. It's a government agency or a rogue agency, or like you said, a hacker that decides we're going to take this.
Yeah, and
That's why I've always been in fear about going complete E and digital on everything.
Yeah,
It'd be so easy to turn off a country.
Oh yeah,
We're almost there, though, dude. We're almost there.
Well, yeah,
Like,
wouldn't they hack like that pipeline around Texas or some shit like that?
Yeah.
China.
Oh yeah.
like
Or was it North
everything, dude.
Korea?
Like
It was one of those
I
places.
remember,
Blaming Russia.
waking up
Probably
on a
Russia,
weekday
Russia,
or whatever
Russia,
and paying
Russia.
my bills and writing personal checks. I wake every morning and I pay all of my bills and transfer money electronically.
I know,
Right,
man.
right.
So that doesn't mean that I'm the only one that has access to that kind of stuff, you know?
It's too easy, and it's like it makes sense. I mean, it's why not? Everybody wants like easy, but then there are side effects to that, man, and I believe
A
that's
lot.
what we're going. Yeah.
Wow, that's
So,
scary.
That's the only thing I'm scared of. Other than that, why not have electric, have hybrid, have diesel, have whatever you.
How
know.
about give people the choice?
Well,
Yes.
we have
Isn't
the
that
choice
what we're
now.
supposed to
Yeah,
be?
we do.
I mean,
like
well,
Tommy.
not what is it? California? When's the timeline?
For what?
The car timeline. When is that again? They said
No,
that.
that's government only, dude,
Oh,
and,
that was
and that's going to
That's
get thrown
governmental.
out.
I thought it was
20
not allowed to sell gas at all in the state, like
negative,
gas engines
negative.
at all.
That's 2035. The one that you're referring to is you will not be able to sell gasoline only or combustion engine vehicles to government entities by the year of 2035, and I guarantee you that gets squashed.
Well, I
How
know-
easy is it for someone that only has a term of this long that won't be in charge in 2035 to make that rule and regulation and be like, look what I'm doing, you know?
That's right.
I know they're
so-
squashing like a landscapers. Our landscapers bitching about it, saying that they're making it illegal to have a gas-powered lawnmower.
Yeah, you can't-
And weed
right,
eater.
lawnmowers
They have
and
to
stuff,
be all battery.
It's already there. Yeah.
I thought they canceled it.
I thought so. I know that like you can buy
He
them.
said they didn't. So it's-
Combs One Rental
you
sells
could
them.
still.
but
It's not in effect yet, but it's like creeping up to where it will be.
yeah, they're
banned,
trying to do all
apparently.
that. Yeah.
I don't think it's going to go through yet. I don't think we're ready for all that yet. to
Well,
be
there's a
honest.
lot of stuff that just, like again, choice. I mean,
Hey.
this is America, but it's also California.
It's- I know. It's America and it's California. Yeah. Where's interest rates now and loans? How are those?
Well, good thing they came down, man. They came down twice in the past month and a half. So right now, for excellent credit, 750, 760, rates are as low as 5.49.
Okay.
Through credit union, which is not bad. I mean,
Yeah.
they were like at 6.9, 7.
Is
on
it worth
excellent.
it? Like, let's say if you got a car in your lot, let's just say 30 grand. Is it worth it for someone that's worked really hard and saved 10,000 to put all that 10,000 down? Or
Well, yeah, if you have good credit, I bought my car and I didn't put any money down because if you have good credit, you get the low rate, and why not take the money and invest it if you want, you know. But if it's bad credit, 100%, put the most you can put down because right now they're high rate, they're like 29.9 interest rate. Yeah,
What?
It's nuts. The other day I had one. She wanted to do the deal. I didn't do it, but 32.99 interest rate.
that's gross, dude.
On an $18,000 car, I'm like, man, you're gonna spend another 20. It was like 22,000.
Yeah, you're gonna have
finance
to double your
charges.
payment. Yeah, that's terrible, man.
It's ridiculous.
What are the average loan lengths now? Are they 5 years? For
Average is 5, but there's 6, 7, still on the qualified car. Yeah, that's still. It's on our side. Our cars are generally under 30,000. So if you're buying a car under 20, you know, 15%, 10%, it doesn't make a huge difference. But on a 30, 40 and up, yes.
Yeah,
You don't want
then
to.
it makes a difference. Yeah.
Makes a huge difference. So.
I got to ask this question, man, because I get it at CCW classes a lot about people carrying firearms in their vehicle. And Mike and I always tell them, like, hey, look, if you're a CCW carrier, as long as you're not putting it in the glove box, because there's some old written law from Prohibition or whatever that's still on the books that says no glove box. So a glove box would constitute as a compartment or a doored compartment on your dashboard.
Like a lockbox.
On dashboard.
Yeah, so the dashboard. So anywhere else, you know, you can kind of keep it. So when what do they call the one that's right
Center
next to the
console.
center console? You know, you could keep it there. If you have a locking box under the seat or something, you could keep it there.
Well, they make holsters that attach to like the glove compartment and also the center console. Yeah, I don't think you can have it the one right under your steering wheel. They make them, but
They do. They make all these holsters.
Yeah, that
It's not legal
doesn't.
for California.
What's the vehicle that you're getting in that you think, and I know that Kareem's probably talking about it too. He's probably like, Peter, bro, this would be great for a CCW right here, man. What's the vehicle that you think, and let me give you an example, man. I think it was like probably the 5th or the 6th truck that I bought off you. It was that blue Dodge, and it was kind of like lifted. It was a bitchin' Dodge, man. It was a 1500. I can't remember what year it was, but you know, mid 2000s, and I had it for like 6 months, and I was going to like vacuum it all out and everything, and I lifted up the center console, and I looked down at the seat, and I'm like, what's this? And I reached way under the seat, and I lifted it up, and there was this like hidden cool compartment, man, and I just thought, that's the coolest thing ever, man. That little sneaky thing right there, you know.
It's a cartel truck.
Yeah, it's a straight up cartel truck. But, you know, we were talking about like Dodge just makes them with that. So what, in your opinion, is there a manufacturer out there that's producing a newer vehicle that has those cool compartments?
Honestly, I haven't seen, but I think Dodge still has that.
Yeah.
And it's the coolest thing because,
really
like you
is,
said, you
man.
hide it right there. And then there's also in the back, on the trunk floor, you have the trunk floor, and you open the trunk floor there, and then you have another compartment there underneath your floor mats.
Yeah.
Under the floor mats.
Underneath
Under
the floor mats.
floor mats,
Yeah,
dude.
it's cool. Like you can even use it as ice.
Well,
fish
yeah,
if
it's
you
like
want
it
to,
could be
but
like
we're
a
done,
hidden
it's done.
thing to where you're parking,
Yeah.
and you have to go somewhere like in a store or amusement park, whatever, and you put it under that sucker. No one will ever know.
Nobody, because you have the
Well,
floor
they do
mat.
now.
Now
but-
they do.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think Dodge still makes that the compartment.
That's
the
just the
best
cool
way.
compartment,
It
dude.
is, yeah.
I think I've gotten two, I know I've gotten 2 Dodges from you. I got the white one, and then I had the blue one. And I don't remember the white one. I don't even know if I even found it. But the blue one, I'm like, what is this? It was really
It
cool.
was a nice
finding
truck. It was a nice truck. Yeah.
Jimmy, take us into our
up?
1911 tip, bro.
All right. So you spend some money on a nice 1911, right? Just like maybe a car, Cobra GT 500, my dream car. You know, you get something like that, spend all that money on it. I mean, you're going to drive it all the time putting in regular gas? I doubt it. You want to put some good stuff that's going to make it good, right? Well, same with magazines. Like what I use, and I swear by them, and they come with my builds, is the Trip Research Cobra Mag. They are, and I've had you shoot them.
Yeah.
With when
They
you
are
go
immaculate.
Test some of my
Yep.
builds.
They cycle real well.
They are reliable. Never had a failure to feed with these puppies.
Where are those ones made at, Jim?
Well, in the U.S., I can't remember what state it is, but it's Trip Research, and
What do those run roughly?
they're a little more pricey than your other mags, but they're about 45
About
bucks.
45?
But you're thinking
Yeah.
about $45 isn't a
No,
bad
you're right up there
deal
with
when you're
Wilson and, yeah, Chip
reliability
McCormick and
kind
all
of
that,
thing.
yeah.
So yeah, I feel personally that these are the best mags on the market. Never had any issue with it, and if you look like the reviews, no one has ever complained about these mags. I've never seen a complaint about them or heard of one. But anyway, you get people will buy, like $10, cheap mags, put it in there, and then they have issues. Well, you're having it for self-defense. You want to put something in there that's reliable. You don't want to be cheap. We've talked about that on other episodes. Why would you want to be cheap with something that's supposed to save your life?
Right.
So,
Yeah.
But anyway, those are good mags. Another tip is when you use them a lot, sometimes they need to be tuned up a little bit. You can buy new mag springs, or you can, if you haven't done it before, you can kind of give it a little bit more life. You can kind of stretch them out a little bit. I remember we did that on the SWAT team sometimes with the pistol mags. You stretch them out a little bit, and it'll give it a little bit more spring, a little more push. You can also, you would want to check the inside of the mag, make sure you clean it out, make sure there's no obstructions. And me with the 1911s, I get a little tweakish on them and go a little extra, so a lot of times I'll get in there and smooth everything out with a fine, I'll usually get one of those painter sticks and put some fine sandpaper on it, and then clean it up and then polish the inside too, so any, metal to metal, it'll run smoothly. The other thing you want to do is the follower. You want to check your follower. If it's dirty, clean it. If there's any issues with it, now if you got stuff that's broken off, replace it, get a new one. But you can also smooth it out and polish it. You don't want to get rid of the little knob right there because it helps it push. But you can smooth it out and polish it, and that'll help also.
And when people are polishing things, Jim, because you just said you don't want to get rid of that nub, so they want to use a very, very, very low grit or just polishing compound, right?
Yeah, really fine.
Or I shouldn't say low, I should say high, like a good 1,000 or 13, 1,500, something
yeah,
like that.
you don't want to get in there like removing material. You just want to smooth the metal, not remove it. Yeah. So that helps. And, again, don't buy cheap stuff if your life is counting on it. And check into those Trip Research Cobra mags. I'm telling you, you get one, you shoot it, you'll be happy with it. They're amazing.
I wanted to. Do you guys want to talk about anything else, Peter? Do you want to, say anything else?
No, man. I really appreciate you guys inviting me.
Anybody that wants to get a freaking smoking hot badass deal on a good reliable automobile, I can tell you, 2Win Auto. Go down there. It's the number 2, just 2, like you're writing 2, WIN auto.com, and you can see they've got an inventory listed. They're out of Escalon now, and I'm very embarrassed because I haven't been to their Escalon thing yet, but I'm going to go and check them out.
You'll make time. You're a busy man.
I'll make some time, man. But yeah, you guys go out there. It's a great place, and thanks so much, man, for coming out and sitting down and BSing and drinking a beer with an old friend. Cheers to you, my
cheers
friend.
to you guys,
Empty
man.
glass.
I appreciate
I don't know
it.
if I can-
You can't
That's a
really,
foul.
Yeah, it is a foul. No, thank you for having me, Fred. You guys have been a longtime friend and always supported us. And anything you need, we got your back.
I know where you are, brother.
Yeah,
yep.
you guys,
The next time I'm rolling down the road and need something new, dude, I know where I'm getting it from.
Just call.
That's it.
Even if you buy it anywhere else, wherever you go, just call me and then I'll guide you that way. That's it.
Yeah.
The same way with guns. I come only to you, and I still haven't shot any of them, by the way.
We got to take you out, man. Just piggyback on one of me and Mike's classes, man. We're doing them once a month for pistol, and we just had a really good AR class. It was way fun, man. Anyway, man, yeah, I'll end it on a good note, man. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. 2Win Auto, 2winauto.com. All right.
Thank you.
Bye,
Take care.
everybody.
Bye-bye.